Hello everyone, it is Cyberport, so welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach, and I think I found out about something very critical when it comes down to medal pushing. Because, well, obviously I need to get as many medals as possible in order to make my way into the top 50 of the local Dutch leaderboards, and I'm currently ranked 284. I'm gonna be proceeding my series a little bit later this week. Hope you guys are gonna be looking forward to it. I have a bunch of bases at my disposal that I can do an episode with, maybe tomorrow. Let me know in the comments, do you guys want an episode tomorrow? Or do you guys want another 10-minute challenge? You know, I really want to know in the comments from you guys. You guys are gonna be the deciding factor, letting me know what episode is gonna be next. But I found out about something critical. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later though, because I actually just... What's happened here? Why did that show... Okay, I got myself a crystal. I'm currently like transferring all of these shards into masterpieces because I want to be getting myself some more power powder. Currently residing at 76, doing pretty well. Been building up. I've not really been using as much power powder as I did before, and as a result of that, I actually boosted up my masterpieces for defense a little bit earlier this weekend. So let's actually go to my defense log because I took down Gerhard. I think you guys want to be watching how I did this. Boosted up my troop damage and my gunboat energy. Decided to make this factory supplies over here my first checkpoint. Over here, perfect triangle smoke. Then you need a diagonal smoking over here. 3 smokes to make your way up to the cannon. It's like in a perfect straight line, so I knew I was going to be able to make my way up there. And then from there, go to the headquarters. Now, I know some people took this one out with only Zukas in one try, having nothing boosted up. That was incredible. For those guys who did that, you're awesome, and it's okay that you know. But this is what I boosted up. Tried for every single rocket launcher. Obviously it didn't really work out. Machine guns were all shocked, and then I didn't shock the shock launches because I didn't really think they played that significant of a role in this takedown. But as you guys can see, after 2 attacks there's only 10% health left, and we took it down after that. So it was a really easy run. I kind of wish I didn't boost up anything because it was still 2 power powder that I used that I could have used in defense or something like that. But you know, we've been doing pretty well. I had a couple of on and off attacks after this. I didn't really, as you guys can see, look at the time. So I didn't really have a lot of time to attack every single base that I wanted to attack. And that's because, you know, I'm not at home. So I cannot, you know, play Boom Beach as I usually do. So I'm attacking on and off. And usually I just don't boost because I think it's not worth it. Like, I don't know within the next 3 hours whether I'm going to be able to attack or not. So that's why I usually don't. So I tried to do a couple of attacks after I did this Gerhard stuff. And, over here, I think the boost... Yeah, the boost over here already ran out. Oh wait, this is 11 hours ago. Tried to attack this one. Didn't work out successfully. I'm gonna look at a random failure attack and see what went wrong on that one. These are warriors. These are heavy Zukas. Let's go to the warrior attack and see what happened wrong here. Here was nothing boosted up. I figured because the base... It was so relatively close to the shore, I was gonna be able to take it out. So, I mean... the base starts pretty late. Like, it starts with this cannon for me. So I was like, you know, it's gonna be easy takedown. Let's see what happens here. I cleared out of the mines around the headquarters. And then I dropped the smoke a little bit earlier than usual. Because, well, they have some room to get exposed. Not a whole bunch. Like, you don't want the boom cannons and stuff to hit them. So I was kind of betting on that. But here's my mistake over here. You see those mines? They're pretty deadly. I still had a lot of units left in this particular situation, so I was like, I can still make it, but then my smoke at the headquarters wasn't, you know, it wasn't good, and I had to re-smoke a little bit too late already, so that's where my mistakes were. I was definitely in the capability of taking down this base. As you guys can see, regardless of that, we still almost take it out, so if I didn't make those mistakes, which I still have this base on the map, I should be able to take it down. This was the base of this guy. He's still on the map, so I'm going to be taking him out a little bit later. So, I want to talk about defense, because I found out about something critical. You know, the one thing that I found about, which might be life-changing for the way I'm pushing medals, is people get afraid. If you boost up defensive statues, people legitimately get afraid. And I'm going to show you guys why that is. So, over here, I already had stuff boosted up. And look at this, within the last 24 hours in this daily summary, only 2 people really successfully took me down. I was scouted by 9 players, of which only 6 decided to attack me. So that really kind of shows that they've been kind of like thinking about, should I attack this guy? I'm not really sure. Like his rocket launchers or boom cannons or shock launchers are right now maxed out. He's kind of maxing out his cannons. Nah, let's just wait until the boost runs out. Because I'm the same way too. And if you actually boost up at the right timing, for instance where you go to bed, there will be a great timing to boost stuff up. So I know from this point forward, because I have the power powder, I think I'm just gonna boost up stuff whenever I'm headed to bed. Because I noticed I've been climbing like mad. Like, I didn't even really play the game that much, and I still have 857 medals. There were actually some days where I popped onto the game from time to time, and the only thing that I saw was, I think it was here. The only thing that I saw was this. And I was like, hey, this works out perfectly. So you maybe want to be doing that in your gameplay of Boom Beach. I think it's worth the try. If you guys want to be trying that one out, you know, the next thing you're going to be doing, if you go to bed, just boost everything, come online in the morning and see what the difference is. It might be worthy of that boost. Because especially if you're medal pushing, you really want to be getting the most out of it. So over here, cleaned out the map. And as you guys can see, scouted by 11 players, attacked 5 times by 5 players, so that's 6 players that didn't attack me again, and we actually got raided by 4 players out there. So those players are absolute bosses for taking me down. And then today I'm gonna be getting a log as well, but I think we can already 2 times raided, 1 times defended. We got defended. Oh wow, this is actually pretty interesting. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at this one. So it's tanks and medics. Oh, we didn't actually kill anything. Okay, that's interesting. This one, home base defended. Didn't take me down with warriors. He had nothing boosted up. Didn't stand a chance. And then he took me down after that with boost up everything, pretty much. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at this one that didn't boost up anything. I'm always really curious to know how people are doing. So he goes for the mine over here because he's gonna be walking to the, I think he's gonna be walking, oh, over at the right side. That's interesting. You don't have a lot of control if you do that because they're gonna be spreading out like this, right? Now he definitely knows how to use the warriors from the looks of it, so that's a good thing. But what he's gonna be doing after that, the reflex is a little bit too late, I kind of feel here. So is he gonna be going to the shock launch? I think he is. No, he's gonna be going for the headquarters here. Look at those mines doing that damage. You know, that's why I've kind of like keep on hammering. The mine placement is very, very important. If you don't have your mines placed out properly, you're gonna be dying. And this guy doesn't stand a chance. He has nothing boosted up. And he still has to take down so much of this base. And this base is boosted up. So he doesn't even make it halfway. Well, he does. He does. 40%. 35. But not further than that. So you can already tell that way. It was a nice defense from my side. So yeah. Alright, let's do some terror actually. And then we'll talk a little bit more about defenses. I still think we got some time left. Let's actually go ahead and do this that way. I'm not going to be boosting up anything for terror. I think I'm going to be in the ability to take out Dr. Terror relatively easily. I do have some diamonds left if I need to. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can. And I gotta say, you guys have been giving me amazing feedback on the 10-minute challenge. I think you guys are gonna be liking it. But again, I really want to know if you guys want the 10-minute challenge or the quest to top 50. I can make it regardless, you know, I can make both of them this week. But let me know. I really am curious because, you know, the bases recharge relatively quickly. So that is a plus thing, definitely. So I can make anything happen, but I just want to know from you guys what can we do, because I need to be getting myself some gift cards or some diamonds again, because as you guys see, I didn't even make it a month with $100 worth of diamonds. So I need to recharge again, and this month I'm gonna be really doing calm with my diamonds, you know, because I'm paying everything out of my own pocket, and I'm only usually just boosting up stuff and taking down buildings and not buildings, taking down bases and stuff with the diamonds that I'm using. Now, last time that I spent my diamonds, I kind of went overboard with what I was spending, and I kind of regret doing that. But I've been maxing out my cannons and stuff, and I haven't really been, you know, I haven't really been using a whole lot of, like, I think I spent more than half on instant finishing structures and buildings and getting started on the next batch of upgrades. So I kind of feel that's a bad thing. But it's really tempting. If you have diamonds, it is so tempting. Because you're like, oh, we can just do that. And we can just do that. It's like shopping. And eventually you just don't even know what you paid for. Because everything is just flushed down the drain. Because you spent so much. So I'm gonna have to definitely work on that. Let's actually go for this this shock launch over here. See how we're gonna be doing this one. I think it's gonna be interesting to do a different approach from the usual. Taking that out first. I'm gonna be shocking. I'm not sure what the range. I don't think the boom cannon is gonna be reaching, honestly. Oh, took it down in one blow. Very nice. And then some critters over here. And you know what? I'm gonna be skipping stage number 5, and I'll meet you guys back again at stage number 6. Alright, stage number 6. I took a little water break because it was necessary, but so far I didn't lose any units whatsoever. So that's pretty great, right? Anyway, let's get rid of all of these boom mines, and I'm gonna be going from the right side here. I kind of feel that's the most safe path of going through this. Putting the first smoke there, second smoke, so that way the boom cannon is not gonna be targeting on anything. Wow, he is on that warrior over there. It got taken down, unfortunately. Let's move into position, smoking my way up there, just in time. Just in time. I only needed a second longer before I got taken out. Now let's see what we got over here. We got one shock launcher. Trying to combining that with as many cannons as possible. And I think we're good after that, honestly. Let's go with the flow here. Let's get some critters into the mix as well. I'm not sure. I did lose a couple of units. I don't think I'm gonna be losing a whole lot. Let's advance onto stage number 7. Because, well, how much you do? I lost 4 units. I think that's not too bad. And we got a crystal, obviously. And by the way, just to let you guys know, my task force was kind of an uproar lately. But right now we're filled up again. The entry requirement has been lowered from how it used to be. And I think I'm gonna be doing a episode on the task force pretty soon as well. I'm not sure when that's going to be. But a whole bunch of the task force members of the old task force left to start their own task force because, you know, they wanted to push that and a massive attack, and they wanted people to boost up, and we honestly couldn't do that. Like, I'm not the type of task force leader to force my members to go and boost up. I just don't feel it's right, you know. Kind of feel that people should be deciding if they want to do that for themselves rather than me forcing them to do that. So that's kind of why we parted and split ways. So yeah. And also I've been not really online all that much, so I suppose I apologize to my former task force members for that. But we're filled up again and we're having a blast, honestly. So let's actually blast this one down. This final Dr. Terror stage. And right now only one warrior is lost his life there. Oh, a couple of them more. Let's see, we need to get rid of the shock. We need to get rid of the right side. And we got some medkit action over here. Oh, this is a little bit too early. Oh, my reflexes left me. What an unfortunate mistake. But still, will we make it? It's gonna be pretty interesting. Took it down, 30% health left, 25% health left, and it looks pretty bad, guys. It looks pretty bad. In the back, they still have the chance of taking this one down. Will they take it down? No, they don't. I should have done this a little bit sooner. Like, I should have waited for the smoke to run out, and I was a little bit impatient. In result of that, I gotta wait a little bit until until this is done. So I'll be right back. And boom, they're all done. So let's make our way up here, and I found out a strategy for this particular stage. Now I'm gonna be getting rid of this boom mine, because if I don't, I'm gonna be losing 5 warriors. I watched the replay 2 times, so we're getting rid of that, and we're losing this stuff over here. I did that one correctly, I think. Yeah, no, the mine's still there again. That was a mistake. I got too overconfident there. Anyway, let's do this again. And I should be able, and I say I should be in the ability to take this one down. Okay, there we go. So, how did we do this? We went over here. So I'm gonna be getting all of the stuff over here. kind of feel this way of smoking is also better after rewatching. Every warrior at the right side was in the red zone after that. Going straight for the... Ooh, look at this. This is beautiful. Nothing in the red zone. I love this. We still lost 1 warrior, but right now we're not going to be losing 5, and we're going to be waiting for the smoke to actually run out before we do stuff, because that's also a mistake that I made a little bit earlier. And nope. There we go. And right now, we should, and I'm saying should, be in the ability, and this looks good, to take this one down. 2, 1. Boom! There you go. That's how you take down Terror Stage number 7. And look at it. I didn't even lose much warriors to begin with. There's 3 landing crafts, which has full warriors. And we got a crystal. And we lost 21. That is almost 3 landing crafts. So yeah, we took down the evil genius Dr. Terror. That's actually pretty insane. And I wanted to let you guys know that the episode I'm gonna be making after this is, you guys can still suggest, by the way. Don't get me wrong, you guys can still suggest. But the episode that I'm gonna be making is gonna be a little bit of an experiment. I recorded, I think, 34 minutes of gameplay in high definition of me randomly taking out bases. There won't be any commentary on it, but I think it might be a little bit interesting. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna pop it out there for you guys to watch. You can decide to watch it or not. I'm obviously not gonna make it 34 minutes, but I'm going to cut it short to like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so. So that way you guys can actually enjoy what you're seeing. But I hope that you guys are looking forward to it. That being said, we're going to be wrapping this video off here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, make sure that if you guys like this video too, boom, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, this has been Reversal for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.